G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a good one. Well, I'd just like to talk about this watch that I've had for a couple of years. This is called the G10 watch. Most of you guys would be familiar with this one. This one got released, I think, back in 2017 is when I actually bought this one, and it was relatively new to the market. Great little FPV watch and monitor. As you can see, I use it as a monitor more than a wristband watch monitor for FPV. And I've used this one countless times, and it's never let me down. It's got a really good receiver in this one. In fact, I used to use this for some of my long distance flight with the old Hubsan H502E that I also purchased back in 2017. And with a 25 milliwatt all-in-one camera on that drone, I was able to send that out on 25 milliwatts, mind you, okay? Not 200, 25 milliwatts. With this watch, I used to reach and get reception all the way out to 400 odd meters, which is pretty much unheard of with a 25 milliwatt all-in-one camera. So really good reception on this watch. But there was one thing missing from this one, and that was that it had no DVR. Okay, but anyway, now that's been updated with this EACHINE RD200, which I've got in for review from Banggood guys. So this one is pretty much identical in nearly every way to the G10 watch that I've got, which is a great product in itself. But this EACHINE one has the added bonus of the DVR system, which is awesome. Alright guys, so here's the box that it comes in. Slimline box. You can get it in two colors, blue or white. I've got the white one. And here are some of the specs on the back of the box, guys. It's the RD200 model. And as you can see, it's a 5.8 gigahertz, 48 channel FPV system. It has a 3 decibel copper tubing 5.8 gigahertz antenna, which should give us as much range as the G10 watch that I've mentioned. It has a little 2-inch LCD screen. Now the LCD pixels here, it says 960 by 240 by 2. Now that's incorrect, guys. I think that's a misprint. The actual pixelation of this little LCD monitor is actually 320 by 240 resolution. Okay, so that's just a misprint. It also has a video in, which with a cable provided, which I'll show you in the box. It also has the video format of the SD card up to 32 gigabytes maximum. So that's really awesome for the DVR. It records the video format in AVI. The recorded video is in 640 by 480, and also has playback support with OSD information for the RSSI, the battery, to let you know if you've got an SD card in there or not. You can turn the OSD on-screen display on or off, and you also got a selection of timeouts. So what that is you can have a 3-second time out of the OSD on the screen, 5 second, I think there's 8 second or 11 seconds. Your contrast, brightness, saturation, and hue are all adjusted from 1 to 100, and it gets charged up by the little micro USB cable of 5 volts. Charging time for this one, as you can see there, is 2 hours with a operating time of 1 hour. Okay, and there's the battery specs there, 600 milliamp hour, and on the back we've got the table of all the 48 channels there and the frequencies. Alright, so I'll open this up, show you exactly what you get, and then I'll show you some footage from a quadcopter and one of my RC vehicles using the DVR monitor. Okay, so in the box here we get 2 cables that come with it. One's for the charging, which is this one here, USB to micro USB. It fits on the side of the watch. And here is your video in wire, which also plugs into the side of the watch there for video in. We have a little sticky pad here, which is basically a Velcro strip. So you can actually put it on the back of the watch there, on the back, and then stick that on anything you want to mount it on. And we also get the little instruction booklet just here. Okay, it's just very simple booklet. Takes you through all the watch itself and the specs that I just showed you on the back of the box. Okay, So here's the RD200 watch, guys. It's got a pretty decent rubber wristbands on this one. They don't look like they're going to snap anytime soon or anything like that. It's pretty well made, just like the G-Ting watch, but as you can see on this one, on the bottom of it, it's got these ventilation holes, and right next to it we've got the SD card slot for the DVR. I've currently got a 16 gigabyte SD card in there, a SanDisk one, but you can fit up to 32 gigabytes of memory storage in there. The little 3 decibel antenna is on the side here. Just simply fold it up and then you can tilt it for better reception. Okay, it'll tilt up as far as that, pretty much a 90-degree angle. Okay, so just tuck that back in there. And we also have the USB charging port and also the video in port just there as well. Few ventilation holes on the top, and obviously the 2-inch LCD screen. And on the side, the difference to this one than the G-Ting is that it has a third button. We've got a channel button on the left, the frequency button on the right, which also doubles as a scrolling button for your menus, and the power button in the middle. So I'll just quickly put this on my wrist. I'll show you what it looks like when it's on your wrist, and then I'll quickly go through the actual interface and outlay of this monitor. So that's what it looks like on your wrist if you choose to wear it as a wristwatch monitor. Okay, just like that. I did actually use it like this when I used my RC vehicle, but I actually mounted it on this controller when I was flying the little drone that I'll show you in a minute. But that's what it looks like on your wrist, guys. Pretty decent size. This would be good for even if you're flying with goggles for a friend of yours or family member to watch you fly and get a FPV perspective. Okay, so to power the EACHINE RD200 watch on, you just hold the power button on the side here for a few seconds and it'll power on. You can see some telemetry there at the top of the screen. I haven't got anything connected yet, but I'll show you in a second. Now to get into the actual settings menu, you hold down the channel button on the bottom. As you can see, you got the full menu list there. I'll go into the playback, which is a quick press. It'll bring up all the DVR footage that I took the other day. You can scroll through it with the top or bottom buttons here. So I'll go to this one here. As you can see, I'm driving around the yard here with my truggy, and we'll press the play button. Let me see, there we go, and it starts off the counter of the recording. You can play back your DVR recording. To pause it, same thing, press that button in the middle, and to get back to the main screen, you hold the channel button down and you'll go to the main live FPV. Hold it again, get back into the menu settings. As you can see, you got your brightness, contrast, saturation, hue. You can adjust the timeout. So I can press the middle button to confirm. That's the timeout of the OSD display up the top. So 3 seconds, and you can adjust it by either going up or down. Okay, just like so. You can turn it off. Press it again to confirm. You can do the SD format on the bottom as well, yes or no. Okay, and same goes with these brightness and contrast settings. Press it and you can adjust it up or down, just like so. Okay, alright, so to get out of that, just press that button. Now what I'll do, I'll turn on the FPV system and I'll show you compared to the G-Ting watch what it looks like. Okay, so I got this little Flytech quadcopter powered on. So here's the EACHINE watch compared to the G-Ting. As you can see, the G-Ting watch is a little bit darker. The EACHINE is a little bit brighter. Okay, and to actually look up or tune into a band, you can either do it manually by quick pressing it. Okay, do it yourself by quick pressing it like that, or you could do a auto search by holding that button down and it'll search for your particular channel and band automatically and choose the best one. There's just scrolling and there it is there. Okay, so I can adjust the brightness. Let me just adjust the brightness while I've got it going. I've adjusted the brightness to 40, so they're all set to 50. So I'll go down a bit. I can adjust the brightness maybe down to, let's try 25. Press that and we can get out of it. Okay, and now let's compare it to the G10. There you go. It's a little bit more similar to the G10 now. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, guys, I'll show you the DVR footage from the quadcopter that I'm actually getting this signal from right at the moment, looking out the window, and also off my Zinlihong truck. As you can see, I've got an FPV system here, and I'll show you a bit of footage of both, and then I'll come back with my conclusions on this EACHINE watch versus the G10. The G10's a really good watch, it just doesn't have a DVR. Like I said, I've had this one since 2017, had no issues with it. So there's the differences there, guys. As you can see, the G10 watch without having the DVR, it is a little bit thinner in the thickness of it. So, alright guys, I'm going to roll some of the DVR footage that I just showed you in the playback section that's on the DVR and give you a demo of that full screen, and I'll come back with the conclusion. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed that demo footage and review of this EACHINE RD200 FPV watch monitor from EACHINE and Banggood for supplying this for review, guys. So there'll be links in the description below where you can purchase this one. I think for the price that it's going for currently, I think it's on sale at the moment. It's a great little gadget to take with you to the field, whether you be flying or using your ground vehicles to take DVR footage from your FPV system. Hope you enjoyed this video, guys. I'll be using this quite a bit more as I go flying and even on my ground vehicles to take some more DVR recordings. I do really want to test out the range of this particular unit. Going by my old G10 one down there, I used to get really good range, like I mentioned, from that unit with a little 25 milliwatt all-in-one camera. So with a 200 one, 200 milliwatt VTX, I'm going to definitely try the range on this one out. Okay, guys, so there'll be more videos on this one as far as DVR recordings and testing. Until next time, hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to like, comment below. I always like hearing from you, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. And if you are, make sure you hit that notification bell, and look forward to some more RC videos in the near future. I've got some pretty cool stuff coming up. Okay guys, thanks very much for watching once again. Until next time, happy RCing. Bye for now.
We'll be right back.